You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and now streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for The Game. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip about the game. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off, and the buzz continues.
It's AFTERBUZZ TV The Game edition. Welcome, 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 and thank you for joining us. I'm Courtney Stewart, and I am joined here by my full panel.
Yay!
We all made it this week.
We did.
And actually say we're not light this week. We're very full, and we are very blessed and excited and thrilled to have a special guest in studio with us. I'm going to introduce him first because he is just that special for us this week. We have Mr. Barry Floyd, a.k.a. TeeTee. TeeTee.
Wow.
No, I didn't.
You were almost there. You almost had
We're going to start over. Rewind. It is Mr. Barry Floyd, a.k.a. TeeTee from The Game, sitting on the couch with us today.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank
Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
So
What's up,
glad
Internet?
to have you. Sorry, I can't speak. I'm a little tongue-tied this week. It was just because I was so excited. I'm so glad you came. We also got across from me as usual. Well, not as usual because she wasn't here last week. Isabel Mora, welcome back.
Hi.
And next to Isabel, we've got Curtis Taylor. You know she don't get an applause.
Well,
right?
no, I was thinking you were going to introduce him first.
No, I always introduce Kenny last because we have a special relationship.
Oh yeah, we're very.
And beside me is my Southern twin, Mr. Kenny Harrison.
Hello,
We're
everyone.
so excited you made it to join us today.
I'm very excited to be here. I am.
You sound so excited.
I
I
am.
know. I'm
And
very
in the
excited
booth,
to be here.
as usual, we got Phil Speed Tech on that microphone back there,
hello.
so he might chime in with some stuff
Tune
with
in,
us during the week.
chime
I don't know what's going on. I can't talk today. I don't know, but we had a great episode. It was actually. I'm gonna give my first impression. Usually, I go to you guys first, but I'm gonna start with. Yay! I was so excited because we were just talking about the episode before it started with Mr. Floyd here, and saying how we wanted some more comedy, and we've been talking about wanting to see more interaction with people and sort of seeing the stories bounce around a little bit differently. And I feel like I started to get that this episode, so I'm super excited.
I did too. I don't, we were talking earlier and you said your Twitter friends was like killing the show. And I actually
Well,
like
that's
this
because
one.
they're bitter.
Yeah, I like this
one
one a lot.
I've decided that they're bitter because once I watched the episode, it totally was not.
Yeah, it was funny.
Good.
It was funny where it's supposed to be. It was, it was deep where it's supposed to be. And,
Man, lucky for
really
us, TeeTee was in
There was
most of the
lots of
episode.
TeeTee.
Yeah. And we have him
We
here.
have him here, and he had
So it
lots of
worked
stuff
out
in
really
there. It
well.
worked out really well. What do you think for this episode?
I loved it. Because I'm supposed to say that. No. No, I did. I thought it was a strong episode.
Yeah.
Good for my character. I got a
Very
lot
good.
of time in. My relationship with Malik seems to be a little stronger.
Yep.
Even because after that initial separation where I decided I wasn't his roadie anymore.
Yeah.
Then we kind of had a little bit of a split, but now it's starting to come back together. And he's starting
Mm-hmm.
to respect me as an individual and not as his assistant.
Sidekick and assistant. So we're excited. Any
absolutely,
thoughts,
I got
Isabel?
that too.
Well, I mean, I love the interaction between Melanie and Tasha, which is something we're always talking about, just interaction overall. I still want to see them all together in one room, though. We haven't had anything like that.
All of them all together in one room.
In one room, where we used to have parties and you would see Melanie, Tasha,
Trying to throw a
Malik.
dinner party and all that, especially at the end of that last season when they were engaged and
Something.
all those funny moments where they were at the table together and stuff. But we're on a road, we're on a path, we're going in a
It
good
was.
direction, so I'm thrilled about that. But speaking of Tasha versus Melanie, that's our first topic of the day. We're kind of just going to go over what we, I don't know.
What
how I
little
feel
we
about
had to
that.
go with. I thought it was great.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great too. Just only, Barry, we talked about the club situation.
Yeah.
It still seemed a little sporadic. Like there wasn't just not enough going on in the background.
You know what?
For me.
I feel like we can just go ahead and just kill that whole dream of getting unclubbed because obviously it's not gonna happen. This is like
the
6
club looks
episodes.
better this season though. You know,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
the
think that?
club looks
And
better.
that was a lounge. Like, that was the bar.
I know,
that
but-
wasn't
but
a
it didn't-
club.
And it was closing time too. It was the last two
Yeah.
minutes.
Is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Get a
I'll
club
give
a
that
break,
to
man,
you
come on.
guys. Yeah, I give it to you.
Well,
guys.
But I see what he's saying. I mean, at the beginning of the scene, I would have liked to see
Yeah,
more
but-
to
yeah,
get
exactly.
the feel of, oh, it was before closing time. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
But,
exactly.
you know, this is beating a dead horse. Come on, Curtis. Let's
I mean,
give that,
but you know,
let's give that dream a rest.
No, we talked about it last season about the club being bad, and they upgraded the club. I mean, so if we talk about adding more people into the club, maybe they'll get better at that too.
Okay, maybe you should fly there.
Yeah, he just wants to be called. You want to give out your number?
He wants the phone call.
I don't want to be in the background.
Call Curtis. Oh, I'm sorry. He wants to be in the foreground. Would you like to be Jesus? The
I like to work for TeeTee. That's what I like to do. I like to work with
And
On
we
the
got
club
we
truck?
hired on the clutch track.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Hire on the
exactly.
clutch truck, there you
this
go.
big guy back there cooking. Pick it up, that kind of thing.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Give me your application before I leave.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Need to see your references too.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
Okay. Well, for those of you that didn't miss the episode or maybe watching it on your DVR, basically Tasha and Melanie had a little standoff in the bar, and it was cute. It was funny. They had a little moment. Tasha's favorite moment for me was when she was leaving, and no, when she called her Melanie Barnett. What did she say?
Baron.
Kids.
Baronet.
Her jokes are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, and she does such a good job with them again.
so
Just
bad,
so
though.
natural.
You felt bad?
I felt a little bad.
Sweet.
That was awful what she called her. That was awful.
I mean, it was great. I mean,
But she
love
always
it.
does that.
I
mean,
know.
She always
it's-
takes shots.
Yeah.
And
If it's not with her voice, she pulls out her gun. She takes shots. I mean, it's just what it is.
I would like to see
More of it.
them reconcile and still, because they still get the banter when they're
When they're-
friends,
yes.
because she still
I
does the
agree.
same thing. So I kind of feel like, okay, it's gone on long enough. I want them to be.
I kinda like
friends
it, though.
again.
Yeah,
Still
I mean,
early in the season.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
want.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I want it
I
to
mean,
last.
Yeah, I need it to go on a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Yeah, remember we giving y'all 22 this year, so
That's true.
it's not going to move as fast as last time.
So
We
wait,
only had
this
13.
is a 22 season.
Yep.
Yeah, you kept saying 13.
I thought it was. I was wrong.
Because last season was 13.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you got a long way to
You
go.
heard it here first.
22 episodes,
instead of
faux
13.
show. But
I only signed up for 13 of these. I'm just letting you know now.
Wow. See, you need to stop because you are a part of the ratings that keeps the game on the air. So we're going to keep watching. Anyway.
Absolutely.
So Mel and Tasha, they had their standoff. Melanie, great shoes, by the way. I thought the shoes were great. Did you see the shoes?
Oh,
Her shoes
I was
were
looking
great.
at the dress.
Leave it to a
Her shoes
girl.
were great.
Shout out to the wardrobe department.
Wardrobe.
Absolutely.
See, they deserve their
I know, but
spot.
leave it-
Shout out. What?
You recognize the shoes?
Yes,
Like, really?
Yes, they were great. They were
What did you
excellent.
recognize?
And her dress was cute, and it worked.
Face.
Her makeup looked beautiful too. We want to celebrate everybody because
Shout
they're doing
out
a
to the
great
makeup
job.
department.
They're doing a great job. Anyway,
And Tasha's trainer, because she looks great.
yo, Tasha is like,
Looks great.
get it, girl.
Yeah,
I want to be like you when I
Yo,
grow
shout
up.
out.
Shout out to Tasha Trainer.
Tearing it up.
Clear
over
the
there.
ones and twos.
All right, so Tasha and Mel had their standoff, walked out. There was no resolve, of course. Tasha is just got more money and gave him a little extra tip. So that's how it ended. It's all good. So then we moved on to what we loved the most about this episode was TeeTee and Malik rebonding.
Proud.
It was so good.
really was.
I liked it.
Yeah, I
And
liked
it's
it a
been a
lot.
while since we've seen the two of them
Together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's good.
Yeah, and the montage of them doing different.
Yeah. With the horse.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that horse was scary, man,
was
because
gonna
I was afraid to stand behind it. I didn't want to get kicked.
Well, you shouldn't stand behind it for show. Yeah.
Or in
Well,
front of
you,
it.
I mean, you can kind of tell that you were a little put off by the horse a little bit. You couldn't tell that?
I mean,
Are
I
He was
don't-
like, welcome.
Are you
maybe
good with horses,
so.
Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't have a lot of
Absolutely.
experience with horses.
I don't have a
Yeah,
lot
see,
of
there you
experience
go.
with horses either. 'Cause they were stinky, so maybe he just didn't want to be that close.
Nah, I mean, horses are cool.
Oh, well, okay.
We already know his love for
Mind you, this
animals.
is the one with the sheep having.
No, the goat.
The
the goat.
goat.
Sorry.
Yeah, he has a
So-
history with goats.
You got a goat?
They're like
Long story.
No,
you don't want to
they're
hear
like
it.
goats and sheep.
That
and-
was what 3
No, I like
episodes
horses.
ago.
I like horses though.
I like horses
Sure you
too.
do.
I ride horses. It's fun, but I don't necessarily love to
I like
smell
female
them.
horses too.
What are
Hey,
you?
hold on.
Where are you going?
What?
I'm sorry, Barry. We didn't warn you
Oh.
before this show
my
started
gosh,
that
I
Curtis comes up
literally-
with special things sometimes, and the episode
love
goes
to
to
say
interesting
Spit
places.
that out.
Go on. Tell us more.
Why?
No,
Why?
no,
Why?
please, no.
Why?
No.
What did this fascination with horses
He
begin?
needs to clean that up because it can be
Female
read as
horses.
very strange. So
What do you
go
mean?
ahead and.
Okay.
w-
Well,
you
I mean, I
just-
like the way they move. I mean, female horses move pretty. They're pretty strong and.
It's not helping, Curtis.
Huh?
Like they ride better, or they're.
Oh yeah, they do.
I'm gonna just leave it alone because obviously.
I don't even know why you even went there.
Well, because I was trying to help give him the moment to clear it up because the goat thing is
try to give him an out, yeah.
Add
And
horses
now
to
we're
Oh,
literally
honey, the
beating
buses don't
a
go
dead
where you
horse.
live, do they?
I missed that one.
They do go where I live.
I
Actually,
have no idea what that.
and sometimes I have to hit them over the head. And
The horses.
they go where.
Why
Can
are you
we-
hitting horses?
But anyway, we digress.
So anyway, they okay.
TeeTee's he's
Moving along.
afraid of horses a little bit.
My favorite part was the.
Did
are
you get
done?
to ride the horse?
No,
Not at
I'm
all?
not. Let me clarify. I'm not afraid of horses. I just am afraid to stand behind horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
are
it can be tricky.
dangerous.
No, it can be tricky because you got to
Yes.
keep your hand on the backside of the horse.
You
no,
should
no, no.
not. Can we turn Curtis's microphone
That's not what I
off?
meant. No, no.
Well,
That's not what I
okay,
meant.
so I know any sudden movement or loud noise will
Absolutely.
spook the horse.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and he
I
didn't want to get
get it.
kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was trying to
you
say.
know,
We understand that's what you were trying to say,
Yeah,
sweetheart, but that's not what you
what it
said.
He doesn't articulate. we
Well,
know
but that's
that.
what you meant, right?
Yeah,
you know, you
that's
gotta
what
see. I'm just helping a brother out.
You
So
helped
wow.
no one. Okay, that helped no
Not even
one.
yourself.
Not even yourself.
Yeah,
I was just
not
filling in
even
the blanks.
yourself.
No, I was filling in the blanks.
Anyway, all right. So you,
But the picture was cool. That picture, the picture.
with him and then
Oh,
and then had a little
yeah.
TeeTee, and
that
little
was
TeeTee.
very cute.
I love
And then
that.
he had your hair like all like.
all crazy. Y'all been buddies.
You
since the
didn't
project.
comb your hair when you was a little kid. That's what you're trying to say.
Well,
No, he was in the projects.
he was in the
Yeah.
project. They had some
I mean,
stuff
but
going
you
on.
of all people, his hair was all perfectly, but your hair was like looking like flames. It was.
Well, look at it now.
Yeah, it's perfectly. He had diving
super
waves now.
clean. The
Now he got the waves. He put the
truck
flames out.
has been good to
He
him.
put the flames out
The
with those
truck
waves.
has been good to him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, so ridiculous. Anyway, so I also think that you guys had a very lovely moment, and it was a night. As much as we've complained about there being a little too much dramatic, trying to be dramaticness, you guys had a really great moment with each other at the end, where you kind of told him to, the house isn't who you are, it's not what you are, and then he had his moment, and he's like, I got to get a new dream, and he put the flame out,
Absolutely.
or put the
Yeah.
flame in the garbage,
it
and
out.
I thought that was beautiful. So
Yeah, I
that
really
was
like that
well
scene.
executed.
I love having scenes like that because remember season 1, I was just your mom ain't got no panties on.
Yeah,
You know, them-
which
those-
was great.
Yeah.
By the way.
But I love now that they trusted me with that type of heavier
Mm-hmm.
dialogue
Yeah.
and trusting me to be able to convey that emotion and the
Mm-hmm.
believability. So shout out to the writers.
Shout out to the writers. Oh yeah.
yeah, I noticed that too. I mean, he's getting a lot more run on the show.
Well,
where
we
he was just-
tweeted and Facebooked. I was one of the people that was on Facebook. Like, get him a series regular. Like,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
like-
we got to start that thread back up again.
Yes, we got that. We want that, and also we'd like Brit Brat back. But we'll talk about that later.
Real one.
The real Brit Brat. But anyway, so you guys went through a lot of different things. It was fun. You guys jumped in the pool together with your clothes on, and it was a nice little montage and boy moment.
Yeah, that was fun. You don't realize how heavy your clothes get when they're wet.
Fully dressed. That's rough,
Yeah.
especially in jeans. Oh my gosh. But that was nice. And the pool was gorgeous. That house
It's a nice
was gorgeous.
house. Yeah, it was
That's
a nice
Evander
house.
Holyfield's house.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
Little bits of information.
Yeah,
You learn
that's
something
good.
new every day. So it's a beautiful house. They did a great job. It was good job.
In reality, he could put his feet down, but he's just like a black person. No, because he could put his feet
Oh,
down.
I was like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
No,
But you
we're
just
talking
kinda
about the
jumped.
water.
Okay, when he jumped in the pool, yes. It was
we were talking
shallow
about the water,
pool.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well,
Well, you thought he was talking about Holyfield?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of talking about Holyfield. And
No,
I
I was
comment,
talking
yeah.
about the water.
It's
He put
okay,
his feet
Curtis.
down.
Yeah, work on your segues.
I know, right? Just
You gotta
say
connect it
the water.
Yeah,
so
but-
we know where you're going.
No, he was talking about how heavy it was in the water. So
Don't blame our guests. Don't blame our guests.
yeah. you just finished with talking about the water. So just
It's okay, Curtis. We still love
put
you.
his feet down.
Oh.
We're often confused by you, but we still
I know.
love you.
often. However, you know, you guys bonded. You guys had a great episode together. We want to see more. I hope we see more. I hope there's more to come. Can you?
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Okay,
Get
good.
used to seeing me in that role this season. A lot of giving advice, support. A lot of being a Yoda type of guy.
Yoda.
No, I was thinking that.
Well, I like that, and that's a really nice way that they've sort of built your character too, because you kind of were already becoming that even before it went away on the CW. Like you would tell Miss Tasha like about her men and stuff like that, and you had your nice little comments in there. So that was cool that they've sort of connected all of that, and it's coming to fruition nicely. I appreciate that. All right, so we had next. We closed out the episode, or we'll close out the episode with Jason. Because we love Jason. What
Jason,
was that
yes.
guy?
We love Jason.
Yeah, Jason, incidentally, outside of myself, is my favorite character.
Really?
There?
Well, it's his favorite character. It's not mine. It don't have to be mine.
Obviously, it's not yours. Why are you?
I like Tasha.
Okay, we like Tasha.
She's like upset about it too.
It's
like anger coming from over there.
No, I just think I really like her character, and I like how she plays it.
Darling, just because we side for Jason.
I know, but all
You're
the time.
not the only
All
athlete.
the time. Are you jealous?
There's some chocolate brothers on the show. Give them some props.
Oh my gosh, are we
TeeTee's
having
one
a
of them.
chocolate versus caramel conversation right now? It's because he's a little butterscotch, so we can't woo for him.
See, butterscotch.
He's butterscotch.
Well,
not
we
quite
like
caramel.
chocolate.
Who is we?
Who's we? Yeah.
You like being chocolate?
Yeah.
There we go. We like it. See, I just dragged him.
I have no idea where this is
Jackson
going.
was
going right down with me.
No, oh my
Taking them
God.
Hey,
Whatever.
that's the Titanic. You don't want to go down.
Steer clear.
Trust me.
Steer clear. It's going to go a bad place really
It's a
soon.
good song. It's a good
It's going to
song.
wreck and drown. Anyway.
No,
So-
go ahead. You were talking about Jason.
We were talking about Jason and his boo, Chardonnay, and her future restaurant point. What did she say? Where is it?
I think
Spontané.
it was
Spontané. And so she was bonding, and they were having a good date night together.
See, wait, hold on. I sigh for Jason. In Rose's eyes.
For what?
I'm sorry, I missed it. I will jump on him now, right now.
Okay,
for you,
let's
Curtis.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Kenny,
What?
why
Yes.
did you huff? Is it because of Chardonnay? Are you still not feeling Chardonnay?
I'm not feeling the
Chemistry.
character chemistry. There you
Yeah,
go.
there's no chemistry
Well, see,
there.
I don't agree. I
Yeah,
think
see,
they
I-
finally got really good chemistry
Yeah,
in this
I think so.
episode.
Yeah, I thought
I think
this,
so, too.
especially that kiss scene and everything. That's the
Yeah.
first time they kissed, right?
that's
Yeah,
a-
first time they
yeah.
really kissed.
I believed it.
I believed it too.
I was sitting there and I was smiling. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh. So I felt something. They generated some energy.
Yeah, imagine.
I agree that in the beginning I
like
didn't
it.
buy it. I wasn't buying it.
Yeah, I'm with Isabel. I'm not. Yeah, I'm still not buying it.
I felt like I was watching my parents kiss, and it was
Oh.
awkward.
It was awkward.
I will say
Yes.
I was just kind of like, where do I turn?
Yeah.
You're a
was-
freak. You watch your parents kiss.
Okay.
As awkward
I'm
as that
sorry,
is,
my
you
parents
still
are
watch.
together.
We're gonna have
so
to
when I
mute your
see them kiss,
microphone.
it's gross to me.
Kiss. Oh.
Yes.
Come on now, really?
I
Yes.
could
Alright.
say there seemed to be a little bit of when he hugged her at first, he had his fist closed and it was an awkward moment. And then when she went to grab his face, there was a little bit of offness. I agree. But I think that they have built, their energy is building and it's getting better. I don't think it's stale like you guys are.
still there.
I'm
But-
warming up to her.
You're
her
warming
character.
up to her character.
I love
Okay, well,
Brandy.
that's a step.
I
Yeah,
was
well,
excited. I was
But
the
this
one.
isn't
I was
about
the
Brandy.
only. I
You
know. I was
love
the only
Brandy.
one when the first episode that enjoyed her comeback.
Absolutely.
I'm not feeling her character necessarily, but I'm getting there.
You think
Well,
it's
But
what don't you like about her character?
I think it maybe it's because it hasn't been developed yet. I think we got everything on the surface. Obviously, she's very intelligent, and there are more I think that they could explore with her character. I'm only getting just a little bit right now. I
Yeah,
guess.
we have complained that there was too much emphasis on the fact that she's the ghetto girl,
right?
Yeah.
as opposed to just sort of a sassy black girl.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think that the whole push for Jason's character to explore this whole relationship side is a little forced for me, but I'm slowly
getting
coming around to it. I think it's very interesting. I think a couple of episodes before, a lot of the stereotypical points that they were making were funny, but they weren't not done well.
Yeah.
As far as in my personal taste, but I'm coming around. You know.
You're coming around.
I'm coming around.
That's all we can ask.
Yeah.
We
is
have a
that you
few
continue to come around.
episodes too.
And now, knowing that this is 22
Yeah.
episodes and not 13, now
Right.
Well, I
Yeah,
think-
they got plenty of time to develop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except Brandy was only on for I think 10 or 11 is what it was reported.
I don't know.
So
I don't know her contract.
I think it was I think she was only contracted for 10 or 11. So she's been on since the first one,
episode,
and we're
yeah.
in episode 5 now.
6 more.
So
6 more.
It's gonna do something and go somewhere. We don't know yet. But I will say, what do you guys think about the argument that they were having with her insecurity, or is that a legitimate point that he's now going to be working with what has been his obsession?
This is hard, but I think she had every right to feel insecure. I don't think he's over his. I don't want to call it a fetish.
Did you get that she was
interest.
insecure though? I didn't get that she was like. I guess that's the part I didn't buy into, because I didn't. She didn't go deeper into her insecurity if she was insecure.
I forget. What was the argument? How did the argument
he said,
start?
I forget.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
So
She was bothered by the fact that
he
he's
was
now going to be working with a
with a
blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
white-
beautiful white woman, and she's sort of his step out of his norm. Is that a legitimate concern, or is she just being insecure?
See, and I was saying that I didn't feel her insecure. Like it wasn't really like deep. She wasn't
But she-
deeply insecure. So
Now
I
that-
didn't really gather like that. But they said it.
yeah, she
But I didn't
flat out
gather
said it. Now that
I know, but I didn't gather it. Like in her character, she didn't go deep like with her insecurity. Like it wasn't like it didn't sound like a person that was insecure when she said it.
Okay.
Well, what
You
did it
understand
sound
what I'm saying?
like?
Well, it just sounded like she just said it. Like it was just you're gonna like these, blonde hair, blue eye, you like those girls. And she just said it straight. Like it was just a straight. It wasn't like
Well, she didn't say it straight now.
It didn't
She
come off.
kinda said-
To me, it didn't come off as insecure. When someone's insecure, they're like,
I thought she was taking a shot at
Wait,
him.
we're
Like a jab.
I want to know, how would she sound? If
well,
was
she
feeling
didn't sound
insecure?
insecure. She sounded like it was just dialed. No, it sounded
It was
like it was
a
just
matter
dialed.
of fact.
Yeah, it was just a matter of fact. It wasn't.
It was not matter of fact.
Yeah, it wasn't
she
really-
said, "Oh, now, well, let's talk about the real issue, and that is the fact that you're about to be working next to your
Yeah.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman."
It still didn't come across as insecure to me.
Okay,
I
well
thought-
then, what is it?
I thought they handled it well, because you got to think about the fact they only got 22 minutes to work with.
Yeah.
That's true.
They don't have a whole hour like a Mad Men or something like that. And then, half of that 22 minutes is spent with me and Malik and Tasha and Melanie. So I felt that in the little bit of time they had, they got it across pretty well.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Barry. You're killing me. You're supposed to go down with the shit.
I got to defend my
She's
show,
supposed
man.
to
Come
go
on.
down with the
Okay,
shit.
well he thinks
He's
they
on
got
the
the
right
point
ship.
across very well. So do you think she was being fair by being insecure? Like that's something she should be bringing up in terms of her character, like whatever? Or is that just being ridiculous? Like you're just dating somebody, why would you be bringing that up already?
I mean, I think it's legit for her. If I was in his shoes, I would probably think it was ridiculous. But if I was in her shoes, I'd probably think it was valid, Like, especially, this isn't, they just got married by accident a couple weeks ago. So it's not like they've been in this long relationship that they built together. Like, they really don't know each other. She don't know what he might do.
Yeah,
Tis true. Tis true.
this is true.
So are you buying it now that she's insecure?
No, I'm not buying. I mean, I'm buying. I'm buying what he's
broke it
saying.
down
No.
for you.
I'm buying what he's saying, but I didn't buy her emotion. The emotion wasn't really there for me. Like I didn't, 22 minutes or whatever. It only takes a couple of seconds to be emotional, and her
Can you
emotion
do it
just
right
wasn't
now?
there.
Can you show me
Can you
insecure?
show us insecure?
You want to see insecure?
Yes.
This is gonna be the rest of the show.
No, I'm not.
We
gonna
don't have
show
enough
you
time.
insecure. I don't know what insecurity is. I'm not insecure.
Oh.
But you are an actor, and therefore you must know,
well, it
because at
takes
some
me- I
point
have
you
to go
might
there.
have to
I
show
have to go
it.
there.
Oh, Curtis. Oh, Curtis. Anywho, so they have their argument.
Now that's acting. I mean, for me
No.
to be insecure, show insecurity. is
That's
be
the
great
ship
acting.
hitting the
That's
iceberg.
great
That's
acting.
what that was. We're moving on.
Get a life jacket. Anyway, so they wrapped up their discord by arguing about what each has given up to prove and show that
Right.
they want to be together, which I bought.
What did
Was
she give
kinda
up?
cute.
Yeah, what did she give up?
Oh my God. She was saying she's sharing everything. She's saying, I don't have much. This is all I have, and I've given it and shared it with you. This is my little house, my little room, my little couch, and you are here, and I want you here. So I have given up everything that I have to be with you. Or
She
to
technically-
share with you.
Oh, okay. She
Sorry.
didn't give it
She's
up.
sharing it with him. And he focused on his box of mac and cheese.
It was the last
But it's
box.
valid. I really,
That's funny.
I really
That's-
like that. I actually,
Yeah.
I thought that was that rang very honest.
Yes.
That it was the dude, and he's like, it's my last chicken wing, basically.
Yeah, he's like, he don't share. He doesn't share with anybody. His last box.
So it was good, and y'all still don't buy the kiss, but oh well.
No, I buy the kiss, but
I like the kiss.
yeah, the kiss was cool.
I appreciated it.
I'm with Isabel. It was a little awkward for me.
All right, so I guess we're not gonna agree on that. Anyway,
This show would be boring.
Show us a real kiss. No, no.
exactly.
how would you do it, honestly?
I'd rather kiss his.
Did
Never
you buy
mind.
the
Yeah,
kiss?
you would. Yeah, you would.
I
Yeah,
was
That's a
gonna say-
whole nother
you
show.
would-
I know. Sorry.
People would rather kiss.
But did
No,
you
no, no.
No, it's a whole
I
other
was
show.
gonna
You
say
rather-
his horse, but that would
Yeah.
not have come across.
kiss
Yeah.
horse? Oh.
Did we talk about
Because we
his
was talking
horse?
about horses earlier.
Thank you.
I get it.
Oh, so
I'm
he
here.
he segmented properly with that. It was way over in the beginning of the show, but he killed me, Barry. You killed me, Barry.
I'm still bringing the Titanic
you're
back,
killing
and
me.
that was way at the beginning.
Nah,
of the
I
show.
got yours too, but
But it was like it was
I'm a
within
master
the same,
at recognizing segues though. You know?
It was within the same section. His segment
have-
was
I've
like,
been studying segues for a long time.
and his was way.
Doesn't matter.
It's okay, Curtis.
All right, all right.
It's
I'm better
okay.
at it than you are.
I'm all alone.
You have a cute hat on though. That works for you this week.
It does.
It's getting a little insecure.
2 thumbs
Can you
up.
tell that?
Oh, you're
Although they
feeling
did-
it.
Did you see that?
Although they didn't go to the
See,
Super
I
Bowl.
told you I had to go there.
They didn't go.
No, they
Nah,
didn't.
it's just the
Far.
colors. I'm
Anyway.
black. We don't really. It's not about the.
Wait, what?
No, let me tell you something.
I love how we
Hold on,
randomly-
hold on,
Here we go.
This
hold
is
on.
a
Another
conversation.
Yeah, I want to
segue.
hear this. I want to hear this.
Stop.
Another segue.
The game. Stop.
Okay,
Curtis,
yeah, okay.
have your moment.
All right, what I'm saying, I'm black. We don't really wear hats because we're fans. We wear hats because it matches our clothes.
Well, nah, wait, hold on.
You
Is that the wrap it up music?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, that was the Curtis wouldn't have hit.
That's how it is. I mean, sometimes we wear it. Sometimes we wear it.
I only wear my team. I won't wear another team.
See, I wear. You know.
Thank
I'm
you,
from
Barry.
Philly. I won't wear a Dallas Cowboys hat,
Oh.
New York Giants hat,
And
Yankees
you're,
hat.
And you're
I
black,
think you're
right?
black, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm black.
There you go.
He's almost. That's what I'm gonna call you, Barry.
Almost.
What does that
Almost black.
mean?
Almost black.
Anyway, so the game, that was our episode. We always go into random places, but that's just how we do up in here
Let's
sometimes.
not say we. 'cause
Well,
I
that's
wasn't a
how.
part of
Well,
that.
sometimes
That was him.
we're drawn that
It-
way because of him. But we love him. We love Curtis. We love the game. But now we're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll come back.
AFTERBUZZ TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
I'm sorry, that commercial just makes me laugh every single
AfterBuzz
time.
TV.
Yes, so we are back here at The Game. We are episode 5 of season 5, and for our special segment today, we're just going to chat a little bit more with our special guest, Mr. Barry
Absolutely.
Floyd, because there's so much more that we would like to know about him and his character and all the wonderful things that he's doing in his world right now. So I'm going to just start it off because I really want to know, because I Remember, you're a little bit of a writer yourself.
Yeah, I'm a writer.
So we're gonna start out with focusing on the game, and then we'll move into some other things. But for your character, TeeTee, you guys have already done the season. Like, where do you want to see this character go if you were to write your own story?
I like where he's going now. I would like to see them, because you remember the girl last season, Allison, and she's not back this season. So I really like to see her come back at some point so they can kind of wrap that up. And we mentioned what happened to her, but I really want to see like a little, because just the fact that he took her back at the end of last season, to me, that meant, it's going to be a lot more drama next season, because we're going to have to deal with what happened. She messed with my best friend, and, I forgave her, but that didn't go away. So, I'm really hoping they bring that character back, and we get to see that wrapped up a little bit.
Yeah. Get to see it wrapped up a little bit.
That's what I would do.
I'm sure she would like that, too.
Yeah.
Just work. I mean, that's work.
Hey, she ain't doing it. She on tour with Prince right now.
I know, but
the
work.
Oh, nice. She's a singer? Dancer?
Yeah, singer. She plays guitar. Yeah.
Lovely. All right. I didn't know that. More information that we learn every day.
See?
Okay.
So I have a question. You guys shot the entire 5th season, this season, all in one block, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? How is that, shooting? Obviously, you're not shooting episodes in order. You're shooting stuff here, stuff there. How does that, as an actor, help you? Does it have any effect on you as far as dealing with your character or interacting with, other actors on set?
Not really. The biggest problem is, well, not a problem, but the biggest challenge, 22 episodes is a lot, and we did it all in about 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a lot to memorize, and you're constantly reading and studying and memorizing. And now I'm only in about half the episode, so it's not as bad for me as it is for the rest of them, because 22 episodes, like 3 months straight of just, and a lot, big chunks of dialogue too. So my hat off to them, because like as hard as it was for me, it's twice that for them.
Right.
So how much time do you get to memorize each?
Well, it depends. Like, for instance, the first episode, they mailed that to me maybe a couple of weeks before I even got to Atlanta, so I had plenty of time with that. Then you get your episodes a little, like maybe a week or so in advance, but if we're already shooting something else, so you're kind of looking at the new stuff, but at the same time, the current stuff you're working on right now, you have to be focused on. Yeah. But after a while, it just becomes like second nature, because your brain is like any other muscle. You exercise it, and you just get used to that pace. Right.
Okay. Now, you mentioned also that the rehearsal time obviously is not what it was before. You guys kind of were working on a show a week or whatever. Is there something specific that you do differently? Like, for instance, with that scene with Malik, do you guys get a chance to sort of go off together and do your own thing? Is that something you have to work out for yourself, or you just really have to come with it?
When we can. Like I said, he's in every episode. I'm in half of them, so I might have a day off, but he's working. So then hopefully me and Pooch work together a lot. As far Pooch, who plays Derwin. Me and him work together a lot as far as just getting up after hours and working on our lines together. But our schedules don't always coincide in that way where we could rehearse together. But for instance, me and Malik, we have a scene together. Like in this episode, we had a bunch of scenes together. So at lunchtime, right before we shoot it, like in the trailer, we read it through together. But for the most part, you're doing a lot of work on your own.
Okay. And we've also had a lot of conversation about the change of location from LA to Atlanta and issues surrounding that. Do you feel like the show can be produced on the level that it was in LA in Atlanta? Because there's been an argument that it's not even, people don't believe it's possible, and that's why it needs to come back to LA.
See, all right, we disagree on that, though, because I feel like...
I disagree, too, by the way.
I feel like since we came to BET, not so much going to Atlanta, but since we moved to BET, it's looked a lot better, like a lot more cinematic, because we're in Atlanta, it's a lot more location shoots. Like, we had to go to Holyfield's house as opposed to building a fake house in the studio. Yeah. And I think that just gives it a more authentic look. So to me... if nothing else, I definitely think the look is a lot better than it was in LA.
Well, my question, dealing with the studio versus on location, do you think it changes? Obviously, it does change. You working in front of an audience, because I'm assuming you guys worked in front of an audience before.
Yeah, but before the writer's strike, after the strike, the audience didn't make it back.
Oh, the writer's strike. That was like 07?
Oh.
08?
Yeah, that was a
while.
Yeah, that was
it was a
okay.
while
Okay.
ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the first
But it went out in
2
08.
seasons, we had an audience.
Yeah.
And after
Okay.
that, I miss the audience though, because
Yeah.
you get that instant feedback.
Mhm.
You know, and you know if you're being funny or not. Now it's like we assume we're funny, but we don't know until it comes on and we start hearing from people on Twitter and Facebook. But having an audience there, just that instant feedback. And the energy from the audience, when they get a laugh, when you get a laugh from the audience and they're right there, it just encourages you to go a little farther, ad lib a little bit more. So I miss the audience.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Another
I was
question.
gonna
Sorry.
say something else.
No more questions.
Exactly.
We're done now.
Well, this is kind of a okay. When the CW canceled the show, and so there was like a couple of years for hiatus. Where were you when you found out that the show was coming back to BET? And what was your reaction when you found out this information?
What was I? I don't know. I was probably in the house.
I was at home.
or were you working on something else? Or
Well, and during that interim, I was working on a sketch comedy show with some friends of mine called Purple Stuff TV, and we're actually about to get together, start a new season, get together and write a new season in about a month or so.
okay.
And we shot a pilot for Purple Stuff and everything, and we're shopping the pilot around right now. And if you want to check us out, our official website is purplestufftv.com, but it's under construction. So right now you got to go to YouTube, search for us, just put in Purple Stuff TV. We got a good 2-3 years worth of episodes up on YouTube.
It's very funny. I checked it out.
Oh, you checked it out?
I saw
Well,
it.
what's your favorite?
I was cracking up the frat. What is it?
Frat swap?
Frat snap. Yeah. It just brought back a lot of memories.
From Pledging?
I didn't pledge myself, but I know lots of people that did, and I was surrounded by it. So it was quite, because I always got something to say about pledging. But that's another conversation for another time. But it was cute. It was funny. I liked it a lot. You guys are doing some good work there. But going back just really quick to the game, I asked Hosea when he was here 2 weeks ago. It was, the game is technically, I mean, it's been sort of a historical situation that it was brought back, and the reason it was brought back was literally directly because of fans and social media. So that's a big historical moment for you guys. What do you think, or what would you like people to remember about the show when all is said and done, and however many more seasons you guys go? Like, what do you want the show to be remembered for?
Just for quality storytelling. Like a lot of the great shows you remember, like Seinfeld or Cosby, you have those classic episodes that were just well written. And you have your favorite quotes or favorite lines or whatever. And I'm a little biased. I lean in that direction because I'm a writer at heart. So I just want it to be remembered for good storytelling.
I think that's fantastic. And that's why we loved the game when it started, and we want to continue to love it for that reason. So Thank you for that. But we're going to jump into something a little bit more fun, and that's our Inside the AfterBuzz Studio questions for you. So we're going to just fire them at you. First thing that comes to mind, say it, if I can get to a paper.
I can say anything, right?
I was trying to be
Anything you want.
First thing that comes to mind.
Anything.
There are no rules.
Anything.
You want to start, Kenny? Go ahead.
Can I ask anyone?
No, you go.
Oh, in order? What is your favorite word?
Can I answer? I gotta wait for
No, you
That's a little bit long, Phil.
all right, my bad.
This is
Favorite word is quagmire. Because it's a word and a character.
Quagmire.
yes.
And it's hard to spell.
You know what that is, right? Or who that is, right?
From Family
Family
Guy.
Guy.
No, my bad. I heard the music. I thought I was supposed to wait for the music to stop.
It's okay.
And I was like, I guess they're giving me time to think about it. Okay.
Don't feel bad, because I thought so too.
Phil, honey. It's supposed to
Playing
be
with your
quick.
I thought I was gonna be.
We only have 45 minutes. And then the drag queens are coming in afterwards.
Oh my gosh. All right. So then what is your least favorite word?
Least favorite? Wow, I don't. No.
Yeah,
Because
you
I don't
know?
like to be told no.
Absolutely.
Amen.
It's my favorite.
Really?
Least favorite.
Look, I just followed the
You
list.
asked that question.
What turns you on?
Lots of things.
Lots of things. He gets all that low voice.
Of course,
I'm sure
Curtis
not.
jumps in.
Women turn me on.
And
What turns you off?
I guess men.
I'm with you.
What sound do you love?
Sound.
When the doves cry.
I'm gonna go back to women.
See, there we go. So you like horses too?
I love that
huh?
it's women and not a woman specifically.
I know.
Interesting.
See, that's a woman. Right?
Very.
See how they pick that? See how they pick that?
I expect a woman to get
What?
Yeah.
What sound do you hate?
Singular.
I hate the sound nails on the chalkboard.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the worst.
Ugh. And what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
That's almost
Me
like-
now.
I heard him say me now.
I can say that, right? I can say that.
Yes, you
Absolutely.
can.
There you go.
Free speech, baby.
Yes.
Okay, so and then what profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Well, since I'm not professionally a writer yet, I'll say writing.
What
There we
profession
go.
would you not like to do?
I would not like to be a cop
Why not? I'm curious.
because it's hard. You know, people might shoot you, and people tend to not like you
Yeah.
because it's hard to be an authority figure. People don't like authority, and I like to be liked. So
Okay.
Aw.
Well, writers. Well, I have to jump in.
Go ahead.
Well, writers can be not liked sometimes.
but nobody has to know what you look like.
That's true. Unless you're Tina Fey.
Yeah. Well, I
And
guess
I had to throw that one in there.
Oh,
you
sorry.
got a problem with Tina
No,
Fey?
no. I love Tina Fey. No, I'm just.
That's like the only person he loves. He's got a problem with everything else. All right, and finally, if the world of TV film is obviously your fantasy, which character currently on television or in film right now would you like to be playing?
Man, anybody on Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really like that
I
show.
said we talked about that one.
And they could use a black guy or
Absolutely.
two.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, you hear that?
The
Mr.
game-
Barry
the Game of
Floyd,
Thrones.
call him up, make it happen.
Me
'cause
too.
That would be
Me too.
really okay, Curtis.
It's always got to be about Chris. It always comes back.
Can we talk about our guests, please?
I
I understand that this is a family situation, but
he
come
said
on.
He said her too. Didn't you say her too?
Yeah, or two. At the
See?
same.
We would love to see some brown folks on that Game of Thrones, so bring it on.
Can we just start with
And-
one, not Curtis?
No.
Yeah.
We need two.
Oh my
Except
gosh.
Curtis.
Anyway, thank you for playing our Inside the AfterBuzz Studios game, and we're gonna shoot over to some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, guys. So, as I said before, we are in season 5. This was episode 5 on February 7, 2012. And in our ratings tracker this week, from the game last week, which was the 4th week, the game rose a 1/10 of a point from last
That's
week
good.
to a 1.6 among their 18 to 49 demographic, finishing the evening still, though, in 3rd place for the night behind Teen Mom and Tosh.0. Tosh.0 was a premiere, so I'm not mad. Teen Mom 2...
It's a cult following. Yeah, it's a cult following.
Isn't that about to go off though? Like, aren't they at the end of the season? Teen Mom
Well,
too.
It's
I mean,
because,
aren't they at
it's
the end of
because
the season?
Isabel turns on every TV in the office to watch Teen Mom. That's why their ratings are so high.
Stop it.
She does.
Okay. Well, either way, we're very glad that the ratings went up a point, 1/10 of a point
Absolutely.
this week, because the previous week it had dropped, and that was
So
very
going up
exciting.
is good.
So
It's
going
awesome.
up is always good. Keeping in motion because we want another season.
Yeah, and this episode
Yes.
was really good. So
So hopefully,
Yeah, it was.
the points continue to rise, and we'll find out next week.
Yeah.
And secondly, let's see, we've got Kobe Bell as a budding recording artist. In a recent interview, Bell spoke of how music has always been a part of his life, and he states that he is currently working on a project that will fuse his music with comedy and would like to see the light of day in the next year or two.
Well, he did have some
You gonna
some
buy his album?
rhymes.
What was that?
you're gonna buy his album?
Of
Yes.
course I'm going to buy
I'm
it.
dropping a verse on
Well,
the
for the
album,
cup.
by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Get on it. See, I'm especially buying it
AfterBuzz
now.
TV exclusive.
I don't know
wait.
about that. I'm just putting it out there. so now you have to let me do it.
Yeah. Well, it was fascinating because I was reading about it, and he's done like music his whole life. His dad's a singer. He was in a reggae band at some point. So I'm like, ooh, what is this going to be? So this should be interesting.
Well, he was rapping in tonight's episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was
Yeah,
rapping
it
to
was
that
good.
episode.
Yeah.
It was good. And so he's going to fuse his comedy with music. So we're excited for you. Congratulations. Next, we have Ms. Tia Mowry. She is going to be on a new ABC Family movie called Mistletones. Mowry will play a singer named Holly who auditions for a singing group called the Mistletones, founded by her mother 40 years prior, but loses the part to another girl, Marcy, played by Tori Spelling. The snob inspires Holly to create a new group that eventually challenges the Mistletones in a singing competition.
Okay, that was random.
Hey, look, Tia Mowry booked another job. Congratulations.
Yes, that's good.
It's an ABC movie. I didn't know she sang. Did she sing? Do you know?
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. And I was laughing because Tori Spelling, like, that was very strange.
That's
and
right.
I just
interesting
saw her
experience.
on Lifetime earlier today.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
My girlfriend had it on.
Pair it up. So congratulations, ladies. And they're both moms doing it. Working moms. Keep up the good work.
Nice.
And next, we have our exciting brown people in entertainment news.
Brown people news.
That's our bumper.
Brown people news.
Okay, this week, I'm sorry, Isabel, we're mostly focused on the black people. Last week, we had a lot
Yeah,
of
you had your
Hispanic
moment.
news.
It's our month. Come on. Now.
Yeah. We got to focus on the back. All right, so hot off her SAG win for Best Supporting Actress, The Help's Octavia Spencer has joined the cast of Snowpiercer, a high-profile sci-fi indie project being directed by Bong Joon-ho.
Nice.
So go her. It's
Very
sci-fi,
talented. She's
and
very talented.
Amazing. She's
Yeah, she's
good.
very
So
talented.
congratulations. And Miss Shonda Rhimes has taken a chance again and cast outside the acceptable TV box. In her most recent effort, Scandal, Rhimes has cast Kerry Washington in the lead role as Olivia Pope, a crisis management specialist in Washington, D.C. The show will begin airing on Thursday, April 5th on ABC. So
Freaking love Carrie.
I do too. I do too.
adore
She's
her.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's
and
awesome.
She's beautiful.
So cool.
She is
She's got the show. I've seen the trailer. It looks really exciting. Everybody check it out. It does not conflict with the game, so make sure you support it too and keep everybody's ratings going sky high.
Yeah.
And this week, congratulations out to Don Cheadle. His Showtime comedy House of Lies has been picked up for a second season. I want to be on there, call me. And Cheadle recently signed a one-year first look deal with the cable network to develop and executive produce a series of projects. So
That's
we are
good.
going to see some more stuff from Don Cheadle, and all things are a go. So congratulations, everybody. That's your AfterBuzz Celebrity News and Gossip for the Game, Season 5, Episode 5 on Tuesday, February 7, 2012.
Well done.
Speaking of fast, we're making it moves, and now we're going to move into our final section of the evening, that's
Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Damn, the Flash.
we've got our prediction segment with our scary Halloween music that makes no sense whatsoever for the game, but it's all good. We're gonna go.
Start over
By the
there.
way, I love what Hosea said last time. He's like, wait, are we predicting life? What's happening?
You can predict life. You can predict the next episode of the game. Whatever you think's going on, we're gonna start with our superstar on the couch here, Mr. Barry Floyd. What you got? Any predictions for the upcoming season that you can give us?
Or life.
Or
It's
life?
not really fair as a prediction, seeing as how I know what's
Spoiler
going to
alert!
happen.
Spoiler alert!
Give us a little
I predict-
sprinkle.
I predict 17 more episodes this
There
season.
we go.
All right, we appreciate that.
I'm hoping it's just gonna get funnier and funnier, and we're just gonna, for once, enjoy it more.
I didn't ask for your hopes and
For
dreams,
once,
girl.
wow.
I asked for a prediction.
Hopes and dreams.
My hopes and dreams.
But
is
now,
that I'm a
now
bride.
that I know that Brandy only signed up for a few episodes,
It's not a few. It's half the season.
Yeah, 6 more.
So
Are you depressed?
yes.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm done.
that wasn't a
That wasn't a prediction.
I'm done.
You predict that you are done. Okay, Curtis, what you
Well,
got?
my prediction is that Jason's gonna have problems with his new coworker, and it's gonna coincide with Brandy, and they're gonna fight, and it's gonna be a big.
I have a prediction. I think he's gonna end
I
up.
got one. I got one.
No,
I think
Curtis said what he said.
seriously, I really do think he's gonna end up cheating on Brandy or something with his coworker.
I actually agree with him on that one, ironically.
Ironically.
That was
I
my
never
prediction.
agree with
It
them.
was my prediction.
That's your
Yeah,
prediction.
no, you just jacked his
Yeah,
prediction.
exactly. Big time.
So
Started
I
it.
predict that Tasha Mack and Melody will become friends again, but something will drive them apart at the end of the season. And I predict that
That's a heavy
RuPaul's
prediction.
Drag Race, they are really loud outside.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I predict, as I predict every week, that we will be back here next week to discuss whatever is going to happen on this episode. And I just hope and continue to, fingers crossed, that it just continues to get better and better, because that's what we want the game to be.
That I hope so. I
Amazing.
hope we're back.
To keep growing.
I'm excited. It's 22 now,
I
not
hope the same
13.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
TeeTee
All right.
spinoff.
TeeTee's spinoff.
There you go.
Yes.
Start that thread again on Facebook.
Cluck Truck. Cluck Truck.
Truck.
Cluck Truck.
And then Allison.
Shenanigan.
What's her
Allison?
name?
What was her
Allison.
name?
Allison.
Yeah.
Allison to be back on the show.
That would be really good scandal. Like,
Cluck
that's
Truck
the
with
good
Allison.
old school scandal. Like, bring her back and have
Well,
her
no,
call
yeah,
her
And
that's
now
little-
Malik
that little
has to
split
live
off,
with him
yeah.
for a few.
in the club truck. Oh,
In
it's
the
gonna
truck.
be amazing. No, but TT's got a big old house now.
That's what I'm saying. Now he has to live with him.
I live in the car. I went with the
You
car
just
instead
live
of
in
the house.
car. Okay. Okay, that's fair.
There we go.
All right. Well, that's it for you guys. Thank you for joining us this week. You can follow us at AfterBuzzTV.com. on Twitter, on AfterBuzzTV.com. You can follow Mr. Barry_Floyd.
Yep, Barry_Floyd.
On Twitter. Follow me at Stuart Starlet. Kenny says he has a Twitter, but we still don't believe him. But you can catch us, as always, on iTunes and www.AfterBuzzTV.com. Thank you for joining us. You have a wonderful evening.
It's true.
Whatever.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.